one day you're gonna be a dad, right?
Yeah.
Justin Jr. sitting on your lap. When I say dad, what was the best part about your teenage years? What would you say?
Best part of the teenage years.
Owning a Ferrari.
No, not that. Probably my relationship with my ex-girlfriend.
That's deep.
I think people forget in our situation, like we had history with each other.
This is so crazy. I've literally never talked about this ever. I understand, again, how it looks from the outside, and there's a lot of perception there, but that was a situation where I know for a fact that it was the right thing for them to close that door. They were not in a relationship at that time.
Kendall Jenner may have just accidentally added fuel to the rumors that Justin and Hailey Bieber are headed for a split. Speculation about their marriage has been heating up lately, especially with fans pointing out how distant the couple has seemed, even after the recent birth of their baby. Now, Kendall might have unknowingly shed some light on what's really going on. While she didn't make any public statements or post anything online, she did attend an intimate event where she reportedly let a little too much slip. Sources close to her say she revealed just enough to get people talking and to help connect the dots. So, did Kendall just confirm that Justin and Hailey are calling it quits? Let's break it down.
Your husband was in a very public relationship. They were kids. People were obsessed with the idea of them. People were confused on the timeline you're talking about of like, is she a home wrecker? So I guess my question is, Hailey, were you ever with Justin romantically at the same time?
Not one.
As most of you already know, Justin and Hailey Bieber's marriage has been under the microscope for a while now. Rumors of tension between them have been swirling for years, but the latest wave of speculation was sparked by a recent video of Justin visibly upset with paparazzi while simply trying to grab a cup of coffee. It's no secret that Hollywood took a serious toll on Justin. Growing up in the spotlight left him with emotional scars, and he's been open about how fame has affected his mental health. But this particular outburst hit differently. It struck a chord with the public. People weren't just worried about Justin. They began questioning what Hailey might be experiencing behind the scenes. If his reaction is that intense in public, what could be happening in private? The video has left fans wondering just how heavy things have gotten between them.
Money. Get out of here, bro. All you want, don't care about all you want is money. Go, shot here. All you got is money.
By now, it's no secret that Justin and Hailey Bieber's marriage has been under a microscope. Rumors of tension between them have been swirling for years. But things really escalated recently after Justin was caught on video visibly upset with paparazzi while trying to grab a simple cup of coffee. That moment sparked fresh concern, not just for Justin's mental state, but for what might be going on behind closed doors. Enter Kendall Jenner, who's not just a close friend to both Justin and Hailey, but may have accidentally confirmed what fans have suspected for a while. A split might be not only real, but overdue. According to insiders, Kendall attended a private gathering with close friends where, after a few drinks and in a more relaxed setting, she let slip some details she may not have intended to share. The most striking? That Justin and Hailey's divorce has been a long time coming. People started connecting the dots fast, and it didn't take much. Fans had already noticed a clear shift in the couple's public behavior. At first, their lack of appearances together was chalked up to Hailey's pregnancy. But even after their baby arrived, things didn't go back to normal. In fact, the distance grew more obvious. Not only were they rarely seen together, but they even began attending the same events separately and leaving through different exits. One moment that raised major eyebrows happened in March 2025 when Justin showed up to a church service alone. Fans assumed Hailey stayed home, until a video surfaced showing her leaving the same venue, surrounded by her friends, with zero interaction with Justin. On top of that, Justin's erratic social media activity stirred even more suspicions. In February, he unfollowed Hailey on Instagram, then quickly followed her back after fans noticed. He claimed it was a hack, posting, "Someone went to my IG and unfollowed my wife. It's getting sus out here." Hailey mirrored the move soon after and offered an equally weak explanation, blaming a glitch. At the time, it all seemed like harmless tech issues, but in context, it started looking like red flags. Then came the most telling moment. Hailey, in an interview, referred to Justin as my child's father instead of my husband or even just Justin. The wording felt distant and clinical, especially compared to how affectionate she used to be when speaking about him publicly. Kendall's rumored comments only added weight to all these signs. Sources say she didn't just make a vague comment, she allegedly opened up about the real reason the marriage is breaking down: Justin's mental health. According to the source, Justin has been in a dark place for over a year, and it's taken a serious toll on Hailey, especially now that they're raising a child. And the timeline checks out. For months now, fans have been asking why Justin looks so sad all the time. He's been photographed looking withdrawn, even fragile. He's posted emotional selfies, and there have been whispers that he's isolated himself, cutting off even close family and longtime friends. Reports suggest he no longer wants anyone near their baby, and he's scaled down his inner circle to the point of driving himself and Hailey around without the usual team of security or staff. What really concerned people, though, was the claim from Kendall's alleged conversation that Justin only ever seems happy when he's under the influence. One recent example, a public event where he showed up dazed, swaying and smiling in a way that had fans deeply worried. The video made the rounds fast, and it was hard to ignore how off he looked. And then there was the plea from Hailey's dad, Stephen Baldwin. In a rare moment of vulnerability, he took to Instagram asking people to pray for Justin and Hailey's marriage, writing, "Christians, when you think of Justin and Hailey, take a moment to offer a little prayer for them to have wisdom, protection, and to draw close to the Lord." That wasn't just a random religious post, it read like a quiet cry for help. When you piece it all together, Kendall's slip, the social media glitches, the growing distance, the public appearances, the silence, and now, the rumors of substance use, it paints a heartbreaking picture. Fans aren't just speculating anymore. They're watching what looks like the unraveling of a relationship that's been on shaky ground for a long time. According to insiders, Kendall's alleged confession confirms everyone's worst fear. Justin's mental health is in serious decline, and Hailey has finally hit her breaking point. She's been holding it together for as long as she could, but she's now emotionally and physically drained. That recent outburst with the paparazzi? Apparently just the tip of the iceberg. Sources say Justin's private meltdowns are far more intense. While he's always been open about his struggles with depression and anxiety, things behind the scenes have reportedly become dangerously worse.
Got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was going to fix all my problems, and it didn't. It just kind of was a reflection of like, man, you're a bit of a hypocrite, man. Like, you want your wife to do something that you're not doing, and it's like, I mean, it's hard sometimes to look in the mirror and really have to, as man, maybe you're not the person that you necessarily thought that you were.
According to insiders, Kendall revealed that one of the biggest strains on Justin and Hailey's marriage, aside from the emotional distance and public red flags, is the constant online harassment and non-stop comparisons to Selena Gomez. The fact that this is still happening in 2025 is wild, but it hasn't let up. Hailey can't post a single selfie without someone dragging Selena into it, and Kendall allegedly said this ongoing pressure has deeply affected Hailey, not just her self-esteem, but her entire relationship. Every move Hailey makes gets dissected and twisted into a Selena versus Hailey narrative. Her outfits, interviews, even facial expressions. Most recently, when Selena got engaged, the internet immediately turned it into a competition over engagement rings. And after nearly 6 years of marriage, that noise is bound to wear anyone down. But here's where it cuts even deeper. According to Kendall, the real damage isn't just from fans. It's the fact that Justin has allegedly never fully moved on from Selena. Yeah, that reportedly came straight from Kendall herself. Given how close she is to both Justin and Hailey, fans believe she's speaking from firsthand knowledge, and Justin hasn't exactly helped the situation. At one point, while already married to Hailey, he told the world in an interview that the best part of his teenage years was his relationship with Selena. Imagine how that must have felt for Hailey. trying to build a future with someone who's still clinging to the past. If disrespect had a face, it'd be Justin's in that moment.
What was the best part about your teenage years? What would you say?
Best part of the teenage years, owning a Ferrari. No, not that. Probably my relationship with my ex-girlfriend.
You'd think with all the tension, Justin and Hailey might have turned to therapy or taken some space to heal. But according to Kendall, they chose a baby instead. Sources say their relationship was already falling apart, and they hope the child would fix things, bring them closer, and give their marriage new meaning. But instead of helping, the added pressure of parenting has only made things worse. People close to them say the baby became more of a distraction than a solution, basically a band-aid on a bullet wound. And here's where it gets messier. Some reports even claim that right after their honeymoon, Justin allegedly went to Selena's house. If there's any truth to that, this marriage was shaky from the start. If your heart's still with someone else, why get married at all?
I mean, do you see yourself, do you think you'll ever get back together? Is that a hope for you? Do you think romantic could happen?
Maybe. I mean, we have a lot of history together, so I'm sure, it possibly could happen.
Let's not forget the family drama and Kendall's messy role in all this. Hailey's dad, Stephen Baldwin, has long faced rumors that he pushed Hailey into marrying Justin for fame and clout. People were calling it a business move back in 2018, saying the Baldwins saw Bieber as a ticket to relevance. That pressure reportedly weighed heavy on Hailey from the jump. Add to that, she was only 22, dealing with a high-profile marriage and a husband allegedly still stuck on his ex. And now, if Kendall did confirm Justin's not over Selena, those old rumors start to sound more like receipts. Then there's Kendall herself, Hailey's bestie, but also someone with rumored history with Justin. They were super close back in the day, and the streets haven't forgotten how much Selena supposedly couldn't stand her. Things got real awkward during that 2020 IG Live when Justin asked Kendall if she saw his marriage to Hailey coming, and she said, honestly, no. Hailey's face said it all. The tension was already showing.
Yes, dude, we're a happy married family. Would you, quick question, did you see this coming?
See what coming? You too? Honestly? No. Super, I didn't know. I think I was home.
Even in 2025, Kendall and Hailey are still out here posting selfies and grabbing dinner in West Hollywood. But if the rumors are true, Kendall's private thoughts about Hailey's marriage are a whole different vibe. And honestly, that's Hollywood for you. Image and loyalty rarely go hand in hand. Kendall's role in all of this is messy. She's Hailey's bestie, Justin's ex, allegedly, and deep in the inner circle. But she's also been dropping hints that their marriage was never solid to begin with. That infamous 2020 IG Live moment when she admitted she didn't see their marriage coming. Yeah, that said a lot. Now fans are wondering, is Kendall really being neutral? Or is she stirring the pot while smiling in selfies? If she's spilling this kind of tea about her best friend's marriage behind the scenes, then Hailey might not need enemies with friends like that. None of them, Hailey, Justin, or Kendall, have publicly addressed any of this. But the whispers are getting louder, and they're starting to match up with what we've all been seeing.